Good evening and welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Well, once again today, high pressure is in control throughout the entire Northern Mid-Atlantic. A 1037 millibar high is sitting over Quebec, and that high pressure center is basically transporting cool polar Canadian air into the Northern Mid-Atlantic. The result? Well, temperatures today struggled into the lower to mid 50s. Near to slightly below normal, but not as bad as what we were seeing earlier on in the week, where strong winds from our ocean storm that's now well out into the Atlantic was producing wind chills anywhere into the upper 20s to lower 30s. So a great improvement in the weather conditions. For this evening, high pressure will remain in control with clear skies, and actually high pressure is going to remain in control all the way through this coming weekend with excellent weather conditions and light winds. Temperatures will slowly moderate into the mid to upper 50s by this weekend, but watch out for those lows, especially with this dry air. Temperatures are going to be able to drop off rather impressively into the 30s over many locations in the interior. As you move in towards the urban locations like New York City and Philadelphia, temperatures are going to more likely fall into the upper 30s to mid 40s, not nearly as cold. But still, watch out in some of those more interior locations like around northeastern Pennsylvania, where temperatures are really going to be able to drop. The next threat for rainfall, well, that looks like it's going to be sometime between Monday night into Tuesday with a few scattered showers with the cold front that is currently over the central Great Lakes and the Midwest. That cold front's going to stall to the south, though, to the south of New Jersey, and following that will be another area of low pressure developing over the southern plains. That low pressure means trouble for the northern Atlantic with the potential for moderate to heavy rain next Wednesday. I wanted to show this map of the long-range ensemble guidance for the European model guidance on the left and the GFS model guidance on the right. This is an excellent demonstration from the Penn State eWall. It's a great website, once again, for all your model needs. Now, what I want to point out here is that the strong, extremely impressive ridge that is developing on both the model guidance for around western Alaska. And then you have another area of high pressure, of higher heights around Greenland. Now, the reason why we should be concerned about this is that, well, kind of think of it like the pressure points are pushing down on a polar vortex, that big blue circle over northern Canada. Now, when it pushes down, it forces that blue circle south. That blue circle is Arctic air. And when you have this type of pattern set up, especially in a La Nina pattern, you end up with very cold and very stormy ends of November and December. Now, whether this continues into January and February is a little bit too early to say, but we're getting into the late fall now where the winter pattern likes to set up. And we start seeing this type of blocking mechanism, especially with the North Atlantic Oscillation going negative, and you're starting to see these mechanisms set up and become established constantly. It's no longer just an early fall trend, it's a late fall, early winter trend that could mean a lot of action for the northern Mid-Atlantic going forward. So it's just something to keep an eye on, especially as we move towards the later portion of Thanksgiving. There certainly looks like there's going to be a good threat for Arctic air sitting over the northern plains and Great Lakes, which at the very least will produce a plethora of lake effect snow. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And then, of course, because of that Arctic air and trying to move south, you're going to have a very tight thermal gradient over the Mid-Atlantic, and that could lead to some storms. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as well. So I'll keep an eye on the Thanksgiving forecast over the next couple of weeks. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino.